$3? This was $2.50 last week. That's what Emily said as she looked down at her usual iced coffee. She stood quietly for a second, then paid, but something felt off. It wasn't just about the drink, it was about everything. Rent is going up. Groceries cost more. Her paycheck? Still the same. In New York, Berlin, Mumbai, and Sydney, people everywhere are feeling it. Food costs more. Energy bills are rising. And even people with decent jobs are starting to worry. Big companies are laying off workers. Banks are tightening up loans. The news talks about cooling markets and economic slowdowns. But most people aren't sure what that really means. What they do know is this: something's coming. And it's not good. A recession doesn't always arrive with a crash. Sometimes it sneaks in one overpriced coffee at a time. Recessions don't knock, they slide in. Most people think a recession means a big crash, like everything breaks all at once. But that's not how it usually happens. Recessions are like slow leaks. You don't see the damage until it's already there. Let's look back. In 2008, banks in the US gave out too many risky loans. When people couldn't pay, everything collapsed. That caused a global financial crisis. Millions lost jobs and homes. Then in 2020, COVID-19 hit. Countries shut down. Businesses closed. Travel stopped. That was a fast and sudden recession. But governments pumped in money to help, so it didn't last as long. Now, in 2025, we're seeing something different. There's no big crash yet, but prices are rising, companies are laying people off, and people are spending less. Debt is growing. AI is changing jobs. Wars and supply problems are hurting the global economy. This kind of recession moves slowly, but it's dangerous because people don't notice until it's too late. It doesn't knock on the door. It slides in quietly. And if you're not ready, it can hit hard. You've probably heard the usual money tips before. Cut back on coffee. Cancel your subscriptions. Build an emergency fund. This advice isn't bad, but in today's world, it's not enough. Why? Because prices have gone up faster than most people's paychecks. Even if you stop eating out and skip your favorite shows, your rent, food, and gas bills are still high. There's not much left to cut. Also, savings alone can't protect you. In the past, a few $1,000s might help you survive a job loss. But now, that money disappears fast, especially with inflation making everything more expensive. And here's something new. Many emergencies today aren't just personal, they're global. Think about rising interest rates, tech layoffs, climate disasters, or wars affecting supply chains. These are big problems that affect everyone, not just you. So, what can you do? You need new tools. Not just to survive, but to stay strong, earn smart, and grow your money in hard times. Old tips were made for a different world. The world has changed. Your money plan should too. 1. Start microinvesting in scarce resources. Most people think investing is only for the rich. But today, apps make it easy for anyone to start with just a few cents. Microinvesting apps round up your everyday purchases. So, if you buy a sandwich for $4.50, they take 50 cents and invest it for you. It feels like nothing, but it adds up. Now here's the smart part. Don't just invest in random stocks. Focus on scarce resources, things the world needs and can't easily replace. This includes farmland, energy, clean water, and metals like lithium, used in batteries. These things often go up in value during a recession because they stay useful. In 2024, some farmland funds made more profit than the entire stock market. Why? People always need food, even in a crisis. So instead of just saving money, start moving your spare change into things that hold real-world value, especially when the economy is shaky. You're not just investing, you're future-proofing your money. 2. Stack career layers instead of starting side hustles. Everyone talks about side hustles, but in a recession, time and energy are limited. A smarter move? Grow your skills inside your current job. This is called career layering. It means learning small, useful skills that make you harder to replace and more valuable at work. For example, a customer service rep can learn basic AI tools to handle emails faster. A teacher can learn video editing to create online courses. A nurse can study digital health tracking tools. These skills aren't big changes, they're add-ons. But they can help you get promoted, earn more, or find freelance work. Platforms like Coursera, Skillshare, and LinkedIn Learning offer affordable short courses. Some even offer certificates you can show on your resume or LinkedIn profile. In 2025, employers want people who can do more with less. If you layer up your skills now, you'll stand out while others are left behind. Don't just chase money outside your job. Upgrade your value within it. 3. Join or build a mutual support circle. Money isn't just about dollars, it's also about community. In hard times, people who stick together do better. That's why more people are now joining small support groups called mutual circles or resilience pods. These are groups of 4 to 7 trusted people, friends, neighbors, co-workers, who share and support each other financially and emotionally. You can share food costs, buy in bulk, swap skills, or help cover someone's rent for a month with a plan to pay back. It's not charity, it's cooperation. During the pandemic, many people survived because of friends who shared what they had. Now, people are doing this on purpose, building small teams to face uncertain times together. A 2024 study from MIT found that people in small trust groups made better money decisions than those acting alone. It's simple. Instead of facing the recession by yourself, build a small team. Big systems may fail, but strong human connections, they last. 4. Use geo-arbitrage lite without moving abroad. You've probably heard of people moving to cheaper countries to save money. That's called geo-arbitrage. But what if you could use this idea without leaving your home? It's possible. Here's how. Instead of hiring services from your expensive local area, hire online from cheaper regions. Hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines instead of your country. Use online therapy from a country with lower rates. This is called lite geo-arbitrage, small changes with big savings. A man in Canada saved $400 per month by getting tutoring for his kids from teachers in Eastern Europe. Another woman in Australia now has a part-time graphic designer from India helping with her small business. You still support real workers, just at prices that fit your budget better. Think globally, even if you live locally. This gives your money more power, especially during a recession. 5. Build a cash flow firewall instead of just saving money. Most people are told to build an emergency fund, but in a recession, that's not always enough. What if you lose your job for months? Or what if prices rise faster than you save? You need a better system, a cash flow firewall. This means creating 3 layers of protection around your money. Seasonal side income. Take on small, part-time work that you can turn on and off when needed. This could be freelancing, tutoring, or selling something online. Passive income redirect. Any money from interest, cashback, or dividends goes into a separate savings account that you don't touch, unless it's an emergency. Also, move your emergency fund into a high-yield savings account. Some banks are now offering 4.5% to 5% interest, which helps your savings grow faster than usual. This firewall won't stop a recession, but it slows the damage to your income and protects your future. In short, don't just save. Build a system that guards your money in real time. 6. Practice money rehearsals before trouble hits. Most people wait until they're in financial trouble before making changes. But the smart move is to practice living with less before you need to. This is called a money rehearsal. For 1 month, pretend you've lost part of your income. Cut your spending by 20% on purpose. Live as if a job loss or a crisis just happened, without the panic. You'll learn what spending you truly need, where your money is leaking. Think of it like a fire drill for your finances. You'll also get creative. Many people find that they don't miss as much as they thought. If trouble comes later, you'll already be ready because you've trained yourself. And if things stay good, even better. You've just saved more money, learned new habits, and become stronger. In uncertain times, confidence comes from preparation. Don't wait until a recession forces you to change. The truth is, the recession isn't something far away. It's already showing up in higher bills, slower business, job cuts, and smaller paychecks. But here's the good news. You don't need to panic. You just need to plan differently. Old money advice won't be enough. You need smart, flexible habits that grow with you, even when the economy shrinks. The world is changing fast, but that doesn't mean you have to fall behind. Recessions come and go, but people who prepare early, they don't just survive, they come out stronger. The chaos is here, but you're not powerless. You're ready. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.